Check out these kitchen slops. Whoa, I can't wait to tuck in. G'day, I'm Mark from Self Sufficient Me, and the other day I talked about how trees, really big ones, affect your veggie garden and your fruit trees. And in this video, oh, that's nasty. I'm going to talk about how big trees, like all these gums, can help give your chickens or your hens or your flock that gives you all those valuable eggs a safer and better life overall. Let's get into it. We live in a hot climate. It's a subtropical climate and it can be pretty unforgiving through summer. Not just with the sun heat, but with the humidity. And with humidity, as most people would tell you and know, that it's not just the heat that hurts, it's the uncomfortableness of the wetness and the humidity in the air that brings diseases, makes it uncomfortable. That's why you have air conditioning even set on a fairly high temperature, say 23, 24 degrees Celsius. Is still quite comfortable as long as you're sucking the humidity out of the air in your home. It feels better. Well, this is what these big trees do for these chickens. And speaking of big trees, check this one out. The chickens absolutely love it. Well, they don't now while I'm here because they're buggering off, but this is giving them some extra shelter. It's like a playground for them as well. I've been meaning to chop this tree up, but I just haven't had the time. And at the same time, I've been watching how the chickens just enjoy being under there. But the reason they love it so much is it's like a natural shelter for them. It's extra cool. Even in our winter, it can get quite warm and they like to sit underneath there when they've got a little bit too hot. So I think I might just leave this here for a little longer. I probably will clean it up eventually, but especially if we need some more firewood. Yes, you're going to have trees fall on your property when you've got a treed property like this. However, the benefits certainly outweigh the negatives. And that's how I employ it for the chickens. But it's not just that though. These trees, they bring bird life. And that bird life is usually good. There's one bad, but it's kind of a good, and I'll show you how. But the good thing is, when you've got this treed area and the birds nesting in here, a lot of birds are insect eaters. They then deploy into the garden, and people say, Mark, how do you not use any sprays in your garden ever? And why do you get so much produce? It is largely because of that, introducing nature into your yard. And by using this as a gateway into your backyard veggie garden, it's grabbing, or it's limiting, the amount of pests that are eating your cabbages and your brassicas and your lettuce and all that. Even owls stop the mice and the rats at night, and they keep the numbers down. So there's a whole array of good things why you would want to keep all these beautiful big trees. Now, there is one negative. If you've followed me for a long time, you'd know that the reason why our chickens move back onto bushland, and the reason why our chickens can safely free range around this almost of an acre of treed land and have so much fun, and it shows in their eggs. The reason they can do that is because we've got an electric fence all the way around, and it protects them from canine attack, or from dogs and dingoes, wild dogs, even wild boars. Those types of animals can't get in here. It has even limited the number of large goannas that used to come into this property. So we haven't had a predator attack here for years, except for from the air. Electric fence doesn't stop eagles and hawks from coming down and hunting your hens. But these trees do help. And the reason they help is because if you've got a really treed area like this, what happens is really big birds of prey like eagles, they find it difficult to be able to navigate through and attack prey at speed. So the hens see them coming for a start because they can't really dive through the canopy of the trees very well, especially the really big eagles. And the hawks are pretty much the same. They'll often circle around and then try to come down and see where the hens are. And because they have to get quite close to find them in amongst all this shrubbery and fallen trees like this and other shelters and other small bushes that I've got strategically placed around the place, they can easily run, and that's what the hens do. They run and hide underneath these shelters, and it makes it very difficult for the hawk to get a proper attack in. So difficult that we haven't had a hawk attack for many years as well, and that's the reasons. The only time we've had hawk attacks is if the chickens are new, and particularly if they are pullets. Pullets are young hens that haven't started laying yet, and so they're not clued into the property. They have to yet learn from the older states girls who have been here for a while. They need to learn the tricks of the trade, and they need to learn what predators are out there and how to stay protected from them. I made the mistake of letting the pullets run with the natural flock once, and I never made that mistake again, because yes, the hawks came in and cleaned them up, which is unfortunate. But these days what I do is, if I have any new pullets introduced to the flock, I will keep them in a pen until they mature and start laying, and watch what's going on, because our hens are avoiding hawks all the time, probably on a daily basis. And they do it very successfully. It's almost comical on how good they are at avoiding birds of prey. So by introducing the pullets slowly and not letting them out free ranging for several months while they're learning the ropes, letting them out then when they're more mature seems to work. The other thing that's working well is our Patreon. Sorry for butting in just quickly at the end of this video. Well, it's not quite the end. Make sure you stay to the end. But Patreon, we've been working hard to make sure that our Patreon members are getting behind the scenes content, and not just behind the scenes content regularly, but also we've been putting in some extra content such as gardening techniques and other things that aren't necessarily behind the scenes of these types of videos. So if you'd like, sign up for our Patreon. That would be terrific. If you'd like to see some more of the, not just behind the scenes stuff, but also some extra gardening things. You know, I could sit here all day and watch these girls go about their own business, foraging, eating the kitchen scraps, laying eggs. How expensive are eggs getting? But I better get back to work. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you give it a big chicken cross tree thumbs up, share it around, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye for now. Cheers.